Alright, so this is video number 8. Um, it's been a week since last video. It's been a really great week. Learning a lot and growing a lot, and it's going by a little slower. Um, the days are going by slow, but the week flew by. Um, so I did change roles as far as um, my intern position goes. I'm not going to be working with teams the rest of my time here, but I will be working with Rachel Jankowski, and I will be working with the pastors, Pastor Kendall and Pastor Patrice, and hopefully some soccer coaches still working on that. It's kind of a weird thing. I'm just trying to. I'm the first one to try to start this new position, and it's not even like I'm really doing it just because there's not really a structure to it. I'm just kind of trying to make it happen without a structure, and it's a little weird. Um, Not really knowing what to do and where to start, but it gives me a lot of freedom, and gives me a lot of um, responsibility too, because I could just sit around all day and not do much, but I need to be getting out and making stuff happen. I need to be getting in contact with Pastor Patrice, and he's a tough guy to find, and Pastor Kennel, and they're both really busy, and so getting them to use their time, getting a portion of their time just to talk to them and sit down and learn stuff is going to be tough. Especially working out in Simonet mainly, and finding all the leaders out there and trying to gather them together and pick their brains. And whenever teams come in, ask them what needs to be done. Teams that come in to visit for a couple hours, 3 hours, whose house should be painted, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'll be doing. Sounds pretty exciting. uh, and I think it'll actually be really cool just to get to know some of those leaders out there in the Seawernet and just the people in general. Even if I'm not successful in, rounding them up all together and getting to meet as a group and talking about how to best advance stuff in Seawernet, I think it'll be still cool to build those relationships. So yeah, that's kind of gonna be my role the next 2 weeks, my last 2 weeks here, and it's actually kind of good because if I do wanna, hey guys, if I do kind of wanna pull away and do something different, then I can. So um, yeah, that's it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Hopefully, I get to go jump off the boats that are out at Seawernet. Maybe I'll get a picture of that. So Monday I waited for Rachel to get in, but she got a voucher from American Airlines to stay, so she didn't come. She got $800. So what I did was I chilled Monday. Tuesday, the day she was coming in, I didn't want to sit around again all day, so I went with Bob King. Bob King's on the board for Mission of Hope. He's from Austin, Texas, executive pastor of Hill Country Bible Church. Really awesome guy. Really enjoyed spending time with them, and we had a great adventure Tuesday. We went to go visit Joanne in Patienville, and she is an incredible lady. She's lived in Haiti for 40 years, and she's writing a curriculum for Christian education in Haiti. She's done it so far for kindergarten through 3rd grade, and she's incredible. When you see her, she just like has this aura about her. She's just glowing and just is a holy person, and you can tell it, and has such a great heart. Right now she has pancreatic cancer. She was just diagnosed with that recently, and I mean, she can't get rid of it. It's a tumor on her pancreas, and they can't get rid of it, and they're not going to do any therapy or anything like that. She just has a nurse with her 24 hours, and is just trusting in the Lord completely, and that's so beautiful to see. She's praying for 7 more years to stay alive and to finish this curriculum for the children and the people of Haiti, and she has no doubt in her mind that she's going to live 7 more years, but also she's just so trusting of His will and is so obedient to it that if she were to die tomorrow, she'd still go out strong. So um, what a blessing it was to meet her, and just to see her passion for the Haitian people. Um, and I couldn't help but think of my mom, just in her passion for teaching and for reaching out to people and pouring into them and helping them learn to gain knowledge, and how much she could help the people of Haiti through through her knowledge and her skills and education. So it's definitely a talk I'll have with her when I get back, and I'm excited for that. Um, After that, we got to go to Hotel Montana for lunch and have a cheeseburger and some passion juice and ice cream and French fries, and yeah, it was delicious. Definitely a treat to go do that. I know that a lot of other people don't get to do it, and so I felt kind of bad about that, but it's okay. Um, had fun, and Hotel Montana actually was completely destroyed in the earthquake, and a lot of people died there. There's a documentary about it, but it's rebuilt, and so we got to be there, and it was pretty interesting. Such a great view of Port-au-Prince. It's hanging off the side of the mountain, and you can just see everything, and it's beautiful. Um, Great service too. We got to talk to the waitresses in French and all that stuff. Then after that, um, we went to um, Turpin, and we went to go visit a guy who makes chairs out of wood and sits there and carves the wood and um, sands it down, and then he uses tarp to make the cushion of the seat. Just pulls it really tight against the wood, and it makes a seat. So it was really cool to see him. His name was Volis, and got to meet his family. Then we went to Soto, the Soto, Sotlo, and it's a waterfall, in French, water jumping, and that's the #1 spot for voodoo in Haiti, and it was really interesting to be there and to check that place out. Um, Really, really cool place. So beautiful. Got to go underneath the waterfall and get wet, and it was a lot of fun. Olivia got to come. She works in the kitchen, doesn't get to go out much, but it was on her checklist to get to go to the mountains, and she got to go, so very happy for her. And we picked up 8 or 9 Haitians on the way to Turpin from Titayen, so about a at a regular canter drive, it's probably like 45 minutes to get to Turpin, or an hour from here, from the mission. And so we picked up people just right outside the mission that had been at the marketplace selling their mangoes and their fruits and all that stuff. And so they had these huge, huge like sacks of mangoes and potatoes, whatever. I don't even know what was in them. And they were carrying like 2 each, and there's just like young ladies, like teenage ladies, or it was older ladies that were like in their 50s, and then some guys, and we picked them all up and put them in the van. We were scrunched together, 20 people in like a tiny minivan, and we went up to the mountains and took them all the way to their village, and that probably would have been like a 3-hour walk with all that stuff, but that was a blessing to take them, and I really enjoyed that. Definitely taught me a lot about Bob King and just his character to, oh, whatever, we can give him a ride, and picked him up, and it was a lot of fun. Um, and we also went on a tour of Port-au-Prince and got to see the Capitol and the Cathedral and City Soleil and all that stuff, and Bob just, yeah, I'll look at it in a second. um, it was great to just get to hear some of the stories, and um, really just get some knowledge about what's happened in Port-au-Prince, what every place is, and just more about Haiti. It's good to do that. I wish that everyone here on this internship would get to experience that. But it was definitely a unique experience, and I'm very glad that I was able to go with Bob King. It was a blessing. Then I started to work later this week on getting out to Simonet, and getting to connect with Patrice and Keno, and I got to connect with Keno and Patrice finally towards the end of the week. I didn't get to go out to Simonet, which is okay. Hopefully I will this next week. But I had a lot of fun getting to do that. It was great. Great guys. I only got to talk to him for like 5 minutes, but you just have to keep on telling them, hey, we want to do this. Try to get soccer coaches. Try to do this and that. And they're just so busy and they have so many roles, it's ridiculous. But hopefully things work out this week. So let's meet with them tomorrow. But besides that, I got one person here who's really been helping me grow, encouraging me, not necessarily by encouraging words or anything like that, but just bringing me back to the Lord. And I don't even know if that's his purpose, but it is. His name is Peyton Goley. He's an intern here. I think he's been on one of these videos before. He's from Louisiana. Did Teach for America in Dallas. Went to Tulane University, and he's now going to Stanford for law school. And just the way he thinks is, I hate to say negative, but he just likes to pick at it and see, like, he sees the benefits very easily. But what a lot of people don't see is like the downsides of things and the after effects and how it actually plays out and how it's possible. And he sees that really well too, and it always brings that up. And so it seems like he's really negative, which he's not. But it gets frustrating sometimes, and a lot of people do get frustrated, and I have before. But if anything, it just brings me back to the Lord. And we were talking about Patrice and how he's always busy and hard to find. He got so many roles, and then that turned into the Mission of Hope and all of their vision plans for 2015. And just like, man, like what is the order of significance of these things? Like, what's going to go up first? Is it the Pastoral Conference Center, houses in Levesque, the resort out at Bercy, or the new 10,000 kids in school? Like, what's in order? Like the warehouse, all that stuff. And it was a great thought. And I kind of felt like he was had doubt that any of it would happen, but that's not the case. That's just the way that I saw it, and I ended up being able to kind of reflect a little bit and see that, none of the things that are happening here are possible by man's strength at all. It's all through the Lord, and it's crazy just to think about what's going to be happening here. It's easy to just say, "Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea," but to really think about how it's implemented, how it's going to take place, what's the plan of action, the deadlines, how it's going to be used, all that stuff is crazy. And he really brought me back to just thanking the Lord for having his hand over Haiti, having his hand over this mission, letting his vision of seeing everyone transformed by the gospel of Jesus Christ through so many different avenues. Bring that into action. It's just great, and really got to worship the Lord last night for that, and just praying over this nation and all the projects that are going on here at the mission. The Lord would bless them, that He would just take hold of them, that He would go through them, and He'd make them possible, because without Him, none of this is possible. And I got to talk with another guy that just came in, does discipling basically for emerging leaders in Florida. And hey, Rachel, I would love one.
A whole bunch.
Really? Do you guys have a lot? Okay, cool. Thank you, Rachel. So this is a Connect, a little fruit. You bite at it and pick off the skin, and then out comes this little fruit thing in the middle. It's a little tough to get out. Basically just a really sweet seed. It's good though. And I got like, how many? 7 of them. 8. It's great. Never had this many. And they're cold. What a treat. So, has this emerging leader discipler. And I just got to pick his brain a little about what he does and then explain to him about myself. And it was a lot of fun. And then this morning he came and talked to me about setting up a prayer, specific prayer requests for each and every place on the tours that we do on Sundays, so that if teams wanted to get out and do a tour on their own after they'd already done it and pray over every specific spot, that would be really great for this mission, just to request to the Lord, if whoever's stupid enough to believe in prayer will do it, it's going to happen. And, you know, I firmly believe that those requests are going to be lifted up to God, and He's going to honor them, and great things are going to happen. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. So I'm going to try and do that sometime this week with him and get really specific with it. And I think that's something that I can really leave here to make a mark. And I like that I have the freedom to do that since I'm not working with teams anymore. So that's really exciting. I also got to work with the 3 chords ladies. Usually they're so shy whenever I come in. They don't really talk to me. But this time, one of them made me a laptop case, and it's really nice. I got to pick out the fabric and stuff, and I love it. But afterwards, I got to help them by cutting off little strands off the cords that they make, the little headbands, so they could sell them. And I'm excited. It's going to be cool to see those in the market, the ones that I cut. But also, just getting to hang out with them, and they were learning English, they were practicing English, and then they found out that I knew Arabic, so they were asking me words in Arabic, and they were practicing Arabic. It was hilarious. We had a good time together, though, and I really appreciate those ladies. They're awesome. They're all amputees, but they still glow, even though they're looked down upon here in Haiti. So that was great. Doing pretty well, holding up strong. Just got to focus these last 2 weeks and not focus on the stuff in the States, even though it's tempting and I feel like I need to. I'm placed here for a reason, and I'm just going to continue to stay in step with the Spirit. I'm about to finish Forgotten God. I'm about to start a new book called In the Name of Jesus. It's really short, like 80 pages, and the pages are really small, and it's going to be a lot of fun. This is me on July 29th at 3:10, and I'm signing off. See ya!